For many Christians, family holds a special place in their hearts, often becoming an unchallenged idol. This is understandable, as families provide love, support, and identity, forming the backbone of our lives. Personally, I'm deeply grateful for my family. Loving parents who have celebrated over 4 decades of marriage, a sibling I cherish for their constant companionship, and in-laws whose presence I genuinely enjoy. Most of all, my wife and children bring a unique and constant source of love and joy into my life. Yet, when we turn to the life of Jesus, his relationship with family reveals complexities and challenges that provoke deep reflection, challenging our assumptions and inviting us to rethink the role of family in our faith. Jesus' interactions with his family oscillate between moments of apparent coldness and acts of profound love. These contrasts reveal a nuanced approach to family relationships, one that transcends cultural norms and personal expectations. What can we learn from these interactions? How do they shape the way we approach our own family dynamics? Let's delve into 4 key scenes from Jesus' life to uncover the profound lessons hidden within. The hard edges, challenging family norms. The first scene unfolds when Jesus was 12 years old, visiting the temple in Jerusalem with his parents during Passover. This annual pilgrimage was a significant religious event, drawing thousands of devout Jews to worship and celebrate together. After the celebrations, Mary and Joseph began their journey home, only to realize Jesus was missing. Panic-stricken, they returned to Jerusalem, searching for him frantically. They found him in the temple, engrossed in conversation with the rabbis, demonstrating a wisdom far beyond his years. When Mary expressed her distress, Jesus' response was startling. "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" Luke chapter 2, verses 49. On the surface, this seems dismissive, even disrespectful. Couldn't he have informed his parents about his intentions? Yet, this moment also highlights Jesus' deep awareness of his divine mission, even as a child, emphasizing the priority of his relationship with God. The second scene involves Jesus calling a man to discipleship. When the man asks to first bury his father, Jesus replies, "Leave the dead to bury their own dead. But as for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God." Luke chapter 9, verses 60. This response feels harsh, dismissing what seems like a reasonable request to fulfill familial obligations. However, many scholars suggest the man's father wasn't dead but aging, and the request was a way to delay commitment. In this context, Jesus' words underscore the urgency and uncompromising nature of following him, prioritizing the mission of proclaiming God's kingdom above societal expectations. The third scene finds Jesus' family seeking him during his ministry. As he teaches in a crowded house, someone informs him that his mother and siblings are outside. Jesus replies, "Who is my mother, and who are my brothers? Whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and sister and mother." Matthew chapter 12, verses 48 to 50. This might seem dismissive of his blood relatives, yet it underscores a deeper truth. Jesus prioritizes spiritual kinship over biological ties, redefining family as those united by faith and shared purpose. Through these episodes, Jesus appears to challenge the cultural norm of prioritizing family above all else. His teachings suggest a reordered hierarchy. God's family comes first, and our ultimate allegiance belongs to him. The softer side, love and responsibility. Despite these seemingly hard edges, Jesus' life also reveals moments of tenderness and care toward his family. One of the most poignant examples occurs at the crucifixion. As Jesus hangs on the cross, enduring unimaginable pain, he notices his mother, Mary, standing nearby with his disciple John. In a profound act of love, he says to Mary, "Woman, behold, your son," and to John, "Behold, your mother." John chapter 19, verses 26 to 27. This gesture ensures Mary will be cared for after Jesus' death, demonstrating his deep concern for her well-being. This scene reveals several layers of meaning. First, it demonstrates Jesus' unwavering responsibility toward his family, even in his final moments. Despite his divine mission and the agony of crucifixion, he prioritizes Mary's care. Second, it highlights the concept of spiritual family. Instead of entrusting Mary's care to his biological siblings, Jesus chooses John, emphasizing the bond of faith over blood. This decision reflects a broader truth about the inclusivity and interconnectedness of God's family. Moreover, the Gospel of Luke offers a glimpse into Mary's perspective. After the events of Jesus' early life, Luke notes, "His mother treasured up all these things in her heart." Luke chapter 2, verses 51. This suggests a close relationship between Jesus and Mary, one marked by mutual understanding and respect. Mary's role as a witness to Jesus' life and ministry underscores the depth of their connection and her faith in his mission. Balancing family and faith. What do these stories mean for us today? First, they challenge us to examine our priorities. While family is a gift, it is not our ultimate allegiance. For Christians, our primary identity lies in being children of God, adopted into his family through Christ. Romans chapter 8, verses 29. This redefinition of identity invites us to see ourselves and others through the lens of God's purpose. This doesn't mean we neglect our earthly families. On the contrary, Jesus' actions model a balance between devotion to God and love for our relatives. Consider the command to honor our father and mother, Deuteronomy 5:16. This remains a foundational principle, reflecting God's design for familial relationships. However, our love for family must not overshadow our commitment to God's kingdom and his calling in our lives. At times, this balance may lead to tension. Our faith might confuse or frustrate our family, especially when our choices seem at odds with cultural expectations. For instance, prioritizing involvement in a local church, dedicating time to ministry, or pursuing a God-given calling might not always align with family traditions or desires. Yet, Jesus reminds us that our ultimate loyalty lies with God, and this commitment shapes every aspect of our lives. The family of God. Jesus' teachings invite us to expand our understanding of family. He redefines it as those who do the will of the Father. Matthew chapter 12, verses 50. This spiritual family transcends biological ties, uniting believers from diverse backgrounds into one body. It's a radical and inclusive vision that challenges societal norms and calls us to embrace a broader perspective. This redefinition has practical implications. It calls us to invest in our local church community, treating fellow believers as brothers and sisters. It challenges us to extend love and care to those outside our immediate family, reflecting God's inclusive love. By embracing this expanded view of family, we participate in the redemptive work of God, building connections that reflect his kingdom. At the same time, this perspective enriches our earthly relationships. When we see our family members as neighbors, people God has placed in our lives, we approach them with grace, humility, and a willingness to serve. This mindset transforms how we love and engage with those closest to us, creating a ripple effect that extends to our communities. Practical applications. Evaluate your priorities by assessing how you allocate your time and energy. Are you placing family above your relationship with God? Consider realigning your focus to reflect your faith. Invest in your spiritual family by building meaningful connections within your church or faith community, attending small groups, participating in service projects, and supporting one another in prayer to foster a sense of belonging. Let Christ's love flow through you to your family by practicing forgiveness, patience, and sacrificial care, even in challenging moments, as your actions can testify to God's transformative power. Embrace the tension that may arise from following Christ and conflicting family expectations by praying for wisdom, seeking counsel, and navigating with grace, always prioritizing God's will. Finally, use your relationship with your family as a reflection of God's love, intentionally demonstrating kindness and humility to point them toward Christ through your actions and words. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this exploration of Jesus' relationship with his family, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and thought-provoking content. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you.